What if a small fishing boat in the ocean suddenly launches drones toward the United States? Could a country like Iran secretly approach American waters and launch a drone attack on the United States mainland? With modern drone technology becoming more advanced every year, this question is now being discussed by military analysts and security experts. In this video, we will explore whether such an attack is actually possible, how far Iranian drones can travel, and what challenges would exist in carrying out such a mission. The biggest obstacle for any direct attack from Iran to the United States is distance. The distance between Iran and the US mainland is approximately 10,000 to 11,000 kilometers depending on the route. This is an extremely long distance for most military drones. Iran's most famous strike drone is the Shahed-136, a kamikaze drone designed for one-way attacks. Analysts estimate its range at about 1,300 to 2,500 kilometers depending on the version and payload. This means that if the drone were launched directly from Iran, it would not be able to reach the United States because the distance is several times greater than the drone's maximum range. However, military analysts sometimes discuss another possibility: launching drones from a ship or boat closer to the US coast. Instead of launching drones from Iran itself, a vessel could theoretically move into the ocean near the American coastline and launch drones from there. Some experts say a drone would need to be launched from within about 1,500 kilometers of the target to reach it. This means the launch platform, such as a cargo ship, fishing boat, or disguised vessel, would have to travel very close to US waters before launching the drones. Reports have noted that Iranian forces have experimented with launching drones from ships, which could theoretically allow them to strike distant targets. If such a scenario happened, the process could look something like this. A vessel moves across the ocean disguised as a civilian ship. The ship approaches within drone range of the US coast. Hidden launch racks release several drones. The drones follow GPS coordinates toward their targets. The Shahed-136 drone carries an explosive warhead of around 20 to 40 kilograms and flies at low altitude to avoid radar detection. Because these drones are relatively cheap and small, they are sometimes used in large numbers to overwhelm air defenses. Even though the idea sounds dramatic, experts say carrying out such an attack would be extremely difficult. First, US coastal waters are heavily monitored by the United States Navy, radar systems, satellites, and intelligence networks. Second, any suspicious ship approaching the coast could be inspected or tracked long before it gets close enough to launch drones. Third, drones are relatively slow compared to missiles. This means air defense systems could potentially detect and intercept them before they reach their targets. Security experts say that while the idea is theoretically possible, the logistics and risks are extremely high for anyone attempting such an operation. Military analysts often describe this type of attack as low probability but not impossible. For such an operation to succeed, several difficult conditions would need to be met. A vessel must approach the US coast undetected. Drones must be launched without being tracked. Air defenses must fail to intercept them. Because of these challenges, experts say that if such an attack ever occurred, it would likely be symbolic rather than strategic, intended to send a political message rather than cause massive destruction. Technically, launching drones from a ship closer to the coast could make such an attack possible. But in reality, the operation would face enormous challenges, including surveillance, naval patrols, and air defense systems. For now, the distance between Iran and the United States remains one of the biggest barriers preventing such an attack. Still, modern warfare is constantly evolving, and drones are becoming one of the most important technologies shaping the future of global conflict.